Did you find the journey not too taxing? I hope the seasickness tablets I managed to make from the few elixirs that you had left were enough to starve off any nauseousness you might have had. I'm glad to hear that. Yes, indeed. The workers at the port and the few passenger boats we passed did seem to regard me with confusion. Satyrs are not very common here at all. If you were inclined to sell me, you might make a small fortune. Of course, I will still refuse to leave your side, but consider it a fun fact if you will. My sovereign, this building, it insults me. I can only imagine what it's like to view it through your eyes. All these garish jewels, the grotesquely rich tapestries, and those sickening doors. You could see the gold from the port. Regardless to the fact that my kind may have more sensitive eyesight than you humans, even you must admit that this place unmistakably reeks of gaudiness. I much prefer the muted navies of the carpets back home, my sovereign. I am far luckier to be able to shampoo those every evening than these nauseating drapes. Golden red? Such a cliché. Yes, of course, sovereign. Even I am to be respectful of the color palettes we encounter when traveling abroad for politics. Even if they make the hair on my legs stand on end, I will do as you ask. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am simply recording the exits and possible escape routes. If we are to need them, of course. I will not stay within potential enemy lines without making sure that I would be able to lead you in safety in the event of an assassination or kidnapping. Have you forgotten the event that occurred 4 years, 8 months, 1 week, 6 days, and 42 seconds ago? Where we were ambushed by bandits in the blistery northern climates? Therefore, a wide variety of exits within both sprinting and leaping distance are paramount. So this is where you're going to be staying for the next month whilst you discuss treaties with the other sovereigns of this land? Well, yes, it is true that we'll be occupying the space together as we have all of our trips together. However, I am concerned whether this room is fit for my living, nevertheless fit for your living. I do have standards for you, for if you had it your way, you'd be sleeping in filth. Well, now that we have arrived at our room, I'm going to inspect it. Wait here until I'm done. Well, of course I have to inspect it. The hostess didn't really seem like she wanted you here, as much as I'd hate to say. I have to make sure there's nothing hidden as a little surprise for us. I don't really think she likes my kind either from the way that she was eyeing me. It's better to be safe than sorry, in my opinion. Damn, this room's even more gaudy than the entrance. I didn't think that was possible. I have a feeling that she really does not like my kind for the way that she decorated this. I don't even think you can call it that. Well, I have completed my initial inspections of this room, and I have found it to be adequate. Of course, adequate is not a word in the maid's dictionary, and a phrase I have never considered stooping to in the 11 years I have served you. And so I will begin cleaning this room for far better standards at once. I have already determined that the coat rack in the far corner of the room has an uneven leg. Suitably, the maid never leaves home without her carpentry kit. Ah, yes, you noticed. This is the carpentry kit you gave me. It just so happens to include a coin-sized piece of refined balsa wood, perfect for a job such as this. So, if you will allow me to unpack your luggage in the coming hour, I will have that table fixed of its infuriating tipping before the rest of tomorrow. Such is... Sovereign, it seems like it's time for tea. Sovereign, As long as I am in your employ, tea will always be served at this time, and whilst we might find the sun setting differently here in this country so far from our beautiful home, I have made it certain to synchronize my pocket watch to the time from whence we came, while simultaneously calculating the sunset's trajectory from the ship, so that tea time would not be a second later, not even once. Serve tea at a different time? I will have to request that I check your head for signs of a marauding brain tic. The very notion of serving you tea at any other time sends shivers up my hooves and through the tip of my horns. What on earth would my mother think? Or your mother, for that matter. While I would certainly prefer to be serving you tea in the parlor back home, where I could assure your comfort without even blinking, nonetheless I have poured hours upon hours of research into the types of teas and assorted tea-time treats they serve in this country. Why are you laughing, Sovereign? Did I say something funny? Tea time is no laughing matter. Yes, in between my other numerous preparations for this trip, the language, the current seas, the preferred weaponry of the guards and the common crooks alike, I have decided a portion of my learning to proper serving etiquette. So please, take a seat at the chair by the window whilst I prepare a cup of strong, refreshing herbal tea. Served with a few ginger cookies, of course, as tradition here for autumn. Here is your tea, Sovereign. Piping hot as always, and 2 ginger cookies with a walnut cream center. I made sure to choose the ones that were warm and ready to serve, checking for poison first, of course. Now, as you enjoy your tea, I will begin to sort clothes that you have decided to bring and arrange them into the wardrobe that we have been assigned. However, because of the nature of this trip, you will no doubt need some formal evening attire, as well as I. Would you like to match patterns and color schemes, or would you like me to wear something more suited to magic? Physical combat? A dress? If you say so. I will store a few knockout darts in the hem for safety reasons. If I cannot have my axe, I will make do. I will make haste and return shortly from the changing room. We luckily have been provided a powder room, so I will be a mere call away. Do continue to enjoy your tea. Simply sound if I am needed.